Hello, everybody, and welcome to Time Team Tea Time 19. Amazingly enough, we're going to be looking at Series 11, Episode 6, which is going to take us back into the Iron Age. Poole Harbour is one of the biggest natural harbours in the world, and it faces the continent. And we've known for some time that it was one of the big trading centres for cross-channel traffic between Gaul, between the Iron Age French and the British. And because of that, it's often been a fascinating project to be studied by archaeologists. And we were working with Eileen Watkins and her team from the Bournemouth University. And we had a number of challenges on the site, mud being one of them and ticks being the other. All of us still bear the scars of the various ticks, most particularly the geophysics team. John and his team bravely headed across the grasslands of Green Island and ended up with ticks in unimaginable places. This happens to be the geophysics result from the report, which we'll put a link up to, but it was achieved at some cost, and great thanks to John for doing that. This, by the way, is that report, and as usual, Wessex did a fantastic job. Steve Thompson was very much involved in getting the recording done on sites like this, and he was one of the unsung heroes of Time Team, along with Henry Chapman, who located all the trenches that we put in, and so that was a very important element of getting those reports done. We've had a kind of busy week this week. I don't know how many of you may have read a book called Mortal Engines, or perhaps seen the film. It was a worldwide bestseller by Philip Reeve. And we had a lovely chat with him, which you'll be able to listen to. He talked about the importance of the idea of archaeological remains from the past, although in Mortal Engines, he does the rather clever job of going miles into the future and looking back at the objects we have today and wondering what future generations will make of all the weird objects we have around us. We've also been talking to Derek Pittman and Lawrence Shaw. Derek's at the university, an old friend of ours, and Lawrence is at the National Park, and they have a tremendous knowledge of this area and some of the amazing things that are to be found here. And we've done a long chat with them, which I hope you'll enjoy listening to. In the report, you'll see something which we call a project design, and I've just taken a copy of one here. And this project design we did for every Time Team dig. I think people sometimes think we just turned up, dug holes and see what we found, but it was very important for the development producer, the researchers back at the office, and the local archaeologists to work with us to decide what we were going to look for. Whether we find it is another matter, but we hoped we were going to find some interesting things at Green Island. And that included possible settlements, evidence of shale working. In the Iron Age, shale rings, shale arm rings, finger rings were very important, and we were looking for evidence of that being produced. Also, Iron Age metalworking. We wanted to establish if there was a settlement on the site, and what connected Green Island to some of the other islands in that area, and also how it might link to amazing sites like Maiden Castle and Hengistbury Head. One of my most enjoyable book reads some time ago, and I'm always looking back at it, is a book called Facing the Ocean by Barry Cunliffe. And in that he talks about the amazing trade with places like Hengistbury, where you find continental pottery, amphora, all sorts of quite exotic things. And they're coming in to get the sort of materials that we're capable of producing in the British Isles at the time. pottery, a whole range of things like that. And also, it had originated in the Bronze Age, probably with the trade in tin. So Barry's book is a wonderful book to look at, Facing the Ocean, and gives you a whole new perception of what was going on in Iron Age Britain. So I hope you enjoy the program. I hope you enjoy some of the interviews we've been doing. And I look forward to your questions again, which we'll try and answer Tuesday or Wednesday. I hope you enjoy Time Team's Green Island. Watch it at 6 o'clock on Sunday through all four. And I look forward to your reactions to it, and stay well.